Notes on the experiment. For the cloud and fog simulation, the first step is to half fill a beaker with hot water. An insulated bottle can be used to contain hot water. To avoid getting burned, pour hot water in the beaker just right before the experiment starts. This will also maintain the water's temperature. Remind students to be careful when pouring water in the beaker. Do not touch the bottom of the beaker because it is hot. Put ice inside a plastic bag to prevent water from leaking when the ice melts. Then put the plastic bag on top of a tray. A metal tray is preferred because it has good thermal conductivity. Plastic is not a good substitute. Hold the metal plate about 10 centimeters above the beaker's mouth. Observe what happens between the tray and beaker. Ask a student to use 2 hands to hold both sides of the tray. Then other students will observe what happens. This way, the tray will not tip over the beaker or get too close to the beaker's mouth, which will make observation difficult. Then let another student hold the tray. Things to note for the dew and frost simulation. Step 1 is to half fill a beaker with cold water. Next is to place a thermometer in the beaker. The thermometer's location is crucial. It must be in the middle of the water. It should not be too high, like near the water's surface or at the bottom of the beaker. Such measurement readings will be inaccurate. Make sure that the thermometer's tip is in the middle of the water, like this. The next step is to half fill the beaker with ice and measure the temperature. Students tend to put the ice all at once. This is not advisable since the water might spill if too much ice is added. The thermometer might also break. Take the thermometer out before adding ice to prevent it from breaking. When measuring the water's temperature, students normally place a thermometer on top of the ice. They think that this is acceptable since the thermometer is touching the water. The proper way is to place a thermometer in the middle of the water, below the ice, and not on top of the ice. Students often use a thermometer for stirring. They use it this way. This is not a good practice because the thermometer might break. Instead, a glass rod should be used. When students observe what happens on the beaker's outer wall, they might see both droplets and solid. They might think that frost is made up of these 2 components. It must be clearly explained to students that this solid at the bottom is the frost. The droplets on top is called dew.